Welcome students. In this video I'm going to talk about something about the Python language. For computers. So what I'm going to talk about today is going to be literal constants. So when we say what literal constants, we have to split it up into two things, literal and constant. If you work with other languages, computer languages, what constant means is that it stays the same. For example, if 1 is there, it stays there. And literal means that you're talking that's what is specifically is in the what is specifically is stored in the computer. For example, when you say 1, you're specifically telling the computer that you're storing the constant 1. So literal constants come in different forms. For example, 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 1.25, 1.357. You also have things like 5.25 e to the negative 4, or something like 73.77 e to the 10. So this here would be a whole number. This would, in Python, this would be called a, this would be a decimal as a constant decimal. These are decimals. And this would be something that you can call it a float or short. This would be later talk about. So before I go, I just want to give you one example of what this is. Something like this. So when you have something like 3.112 e to the negative 2, what you're doing is this floating point interpretation would become, for example, 3.12, and then you move the decimal. When you have a negative, this means you're raising 3 point. So basically this would be, since this is a literal constant, it will be 3.12 times 10 to the negative 2. And then basically 3.12, when you have a negative, we're taught in algebra that you move the decimal point to the left when you have a negative 2 times, because you have a 2 here. So this would be 1, 2. So the decimal point is moved here. So you're left with the number 0.0312. Now let's talk about the last thing would be 4.11 e to the fourth. So in this floating point interpretation would be 4.11 times 10 to the fourth. So the work you do with there would be so this will be equal to, so I'm going to do the work on the side and you're moving it. So this is positive 4, so I move the decimal point to the right 4 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So this becomes 0, and then this becomes 4, 11, 0, 0. So I hope you like my video, and I hope you continue working with these things with me. So I'm gonna pause the video and hope to see you next time.